Welcome to the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at a Thermalright fan this time. I'm a little bit disappointed because once again, Thermalright has failed to provide important specifications. For example, they don't tell us the static pressure of this fan, and that is really irritating because that is something that people definitely need to know, and this is not a wimpy fan. It is the TL RS12 ARGB or RGB, whatever you want to call it. It's ARGB, even though it just says RGB. And it's a 3-pack. And the PWM sleeve is, the PWM cable is sleeved, but the one for the ARGB is not sleeved, and you get to see the pretty colors. Look at that. That's pretty nice, actually. Pretty good color presentation. And even though this is not lit, it's reflective, so it does a good job of showing off those colors in a more obvious way than some other fans. Now, I am currently using the included, I guess it's I guess you could call it a hub. It's just this thing here. It goes to the SATA power on your power supply. It has only 3 buttons, B, M, and S. So let's see what B, M, and S means, because I have no clue. There's nothing in the instructions because, well, the instructions are that just seems to be spinning. Okay. Pulsing. So B is spinning. No. Oh, okay. So B changes the colors, apparently. And M changes the mode. Like that. And then the S. S seems to change the speed. Let me change the mode here. Yeah, there we go. So B is the color, M is the mode, S is the speed. I don't know what B. I don't know what that is. I don't know why they didn't use C. But yeah, pretty good coloration. I like that. And it's a pretty lengthy cable, too. I haven't measured this, but I would say, using my handy dandy extra special measuring tool, the transparent ruler, that the total length of this thing, including that controller, is, wow, this is long, 70 centimeters. That's a new record. Man, congratulations, Thermalright. You have the record for the longest. Yeah. Well, we're just gonna move right on from that. I'm not gonna dwell on that. But that's good. That's good. Okay, so get a better look at it. And the blades, which are translucent, are mildly textured. The all the cushions, all the corners are cushioned. And again, I'm frustrated because they did not reveal the static pressure of this fan. They should have. There's absolutely no reason not to. This fan also, in addition to those lovely, or to the lovely benefit of this controller, miraculously, this also comes with silicone pins and screws and a three-way splitter. So that is, very nice, especially because Thermalright doesn't charge an arm and a leg. Of course, they produce their stuff in China, so no wonder they don't charge an arm and a leg. But almost all fans these days are made in China, so there's really no excuse for any company to charge a lot of money for their fans, because then they're just charging for the name, really. Because it's a fan. Even if it's got lights, it's still just a freaking fan. You can't legitimately justify it. Now, are you wasting a lot of money on advertising? Well, that's your fault. Are you spending a lot of money on research? That's a good idea. And for that, I would say, okay, you can raise the price somewhat. Are you providing excellent customer service and excellent repair service, RMA, tech support, and all that stuff? If you're doing all of those things, then yeah, you can justify charging more money for the product. But if you don't do those things, then you should not. So, this is a $40 set. Yeah, so 30 some dollars, 10, 12, maybe 10 to $13 a fan. And then the remaining dollar or whatever is the other stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's $12 a fan. Maybe it's $10 a fan. But, it's a reasonable amount. Right. Let's go ahead and try plugging this in so we can test it. This will probably be my last test for the day. I have things to do today. Fortunately, I'm still off of work. It's my last day before I have to go back to Amazon. Ugh. But who knows? Maybe tomorrow will be a good day. Every day is a good day because you get a chance to make it better. Quiet so far. There's the noise. Now this is a maximum of 1500 RPMs. This is really loud for 1500, in my opinion. I didn't hear any harmonics, which is great. Or resonance, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. But it's pretty loud. Tell you though, that Noctua's high pitch definitely cuts through the noise. I'd say the pitch of the Thermalright is more of a medium pitch. Not really sure which one is louder. I almost feel like the Thermalright is louder, actually. But the Noctua's got way better bearings. Did you see how fast this one stopped? That's crazy. That just shows you there's high friction in this bearing, which probably explains why the lifespan is not good. So yeah, if I look at the static pressure with, just kind of having it on and feeling it, I would say that this is definitely okay for a case or a heatsink. I'm not really sure if it's okay for a radiator. Let me compare it to the Noctua real quickly and see what that feels like. All right. I can feel the air fairly well from over a foot away. And then I can really feel the pressure about a foot away, but I can go like 2 feet away and still feel the air moving. But with the Thermalright, I'm going to say, my guess is that the Thermalright is less than 2 millimeters of water. But let's see how this feels. You can still feel it really good about a foot. Yeah, it's close to 2, I would say. Maybe even 2. Not quite as strong as... no, you know what? I would say it's about as strong as the Noctua. You know, I don't understand why they don't advertise that on their website. It's just idiotic. Thermalright, get your act together. Fix your website. Put more specs on there. It's important for us. It's nice that you have diagrams. A lot of companies don't do that. But the minimal amount of information you give us about your fans is frustrating. Since I don't have a manometer, it's not good. So please do me a favor and like, subscribe, and share the videos you think are worthwhile. Help me build this channel, because I really want to be able to help consumers to make good choices. And that's really all I have, other than the data about the fan, what I could find anyways. So let's move on to that, shall we? Okay, we're going to wrap this up real quickly here. The Thermalright TL RS12 ARGB. Now it says it's RGB, but it's an ARGB fan. And it's got gray, medium and light gray for the frame and the cushions, and translucent white blades. A set of 3 with the controller and the splitter and the screws and pins is $40. CE and ROHS certifications, which is good. Made in China, 120 by 25, 60,000 hours of life, which suggests that their fluid dynamic bearing is crap, because a fluid dynamic bearing should last much longer than that. But I guess they decided they were going to go for low price in order to capture a larger segment of the market. And I don't have a problem with them doing that. And they've got so many products. I mean, it's insane the number of products they have. So I'm really hoping that some of their other fans have better bearings. Better memang better. Sorry, that's from Indonesia. Right, so it has a 3-year warranty, ARGB, and it supports Asus, ASRock, MSI, and whatever iGame is. I haven't been able to find the information on that yet. So if you happen to know what iGame means, please put that in the comments. And also there's this symbol that they seem to use that is just a rounded square with the letters RGB in it, and the square is colored. And I'm wondering if anyone happens to know, is that Thermalright's logo for ARGB, or what is that? 135 grams, 7 blades versus the 200 grams of the Noctua and 9 blades. And the Noctua, of course, does not have... Why is that not colored? Silly me. The Noctua does not have any LEDs, but it has 150,000 hours and a 6-year warranty, so you're paying for that when you buy Noctua. Standard 105 millimeter distance between mounting holes, 400 to 1500 RPM. And it's really interesting. It only goes up to 1500 RPMs, and yet it can still push a lot of air and be kind of noisy about it too. 10% variance, 21.76 to 65.25 CFM versus the Noctua, which is 102.1. So this Noctua is really good at providing a lot of air. But again, I'm not sure what the static pressure is, and I'm guessing it's somewhere in the area of 2 plus. The noise of this fan, I don't know how I forgot to write that down, is, oh, I know why. I didn't find it. 15 to 23. Okay, and the fan cable is 46 centimeters. No daisy chaining, but is sleeved. The LED cable is 47, and it is daisy chainable but not sleeved. PWM connector for the fan, and the ARGB is standard. FDB, or fluid dynamic bearing, 12 volts, 2.4 watts, and 0.2 amps. Versus the Noctua, which has a shorter cable, but it comes with a splitter, an extension, and LNA, or low noise adapter. And this is using twice the amps and watts of the Noctua, and they don't give any information about the power for the LEDs. It does have indicators for rotation and flow. It's a clockwise spinning fan. You get with 4 screws, 4 silicone pins, the corner cushions, a 3-way splitter, and then that controller I showed you for the ARGB with 3 buttons, SATA to PSU connector, 70 centimeters long. And that's it.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.